It's not easy to make a living these days. Everyone has to have more than one thing on the go. It's tough. It's tough out there. And I don't just do this. I don't do. Oh no. I don't know if you're aware. I'm a photographer as well. Thank you. Yeah, I do a lot of work. You may have seen some of my work out there. You know all those photos that you have to click online to prove you're not a robot. I take them. No, they got in touch. They said, we've seen you in photography on social media, Jack. We think you're just the guy for us. So then they ring me up and they say, oh yeah, can you go out and take a whole load of pictures of bridges for us, Jack? Yeah, of course I will, yeah. So if I do that and then I send them over, they're very nice, they're very understanding. I say, look, I've got to be honest, I made a few mistakes. Some of the photos haven't got any bridges in at all, I'll be honest. Don't worry about that. You send them over anyway, Jack. That's why we love you. Oh, I got some pictures of bicycles. If you want them, I can do that. I'll send them to you, yeah? No, I saw some traffic lights. I'll go out and do them for you if you want. Yeah, everyone's worried about cybersecurity, aren't they? But what they haven't figured out is cybersecurity. These people, these crooks, they've got to get past this guy first. Oh, yeah. I always think, you know, if these robots are so clever, how come they can't tell the difference between a bus and no bus? What kind of robots are they building now? Imagine if we were that thick, what bus stops would be, whole long lines of people just standing there all day. Why don't you get on the bus? What bus? The bus that was just, I didn't see any bus. That's it. No, you got to have more than one iron in the fire. There's no doubt about it. Yeah, nowadays not easy. I've done a whole lot of different stuff, and I still do. I've just written a children's book, and thank you. Yeah, I've written a children's book. I didn't want to, but I'm a minor celebrity, and it's the law. Yeah, they get on to you. So, you've written a children's book? Well, you better get on with it. Doesn't take long, it doesn't matter, just 20 minutes. Oh, who cares? It's only for kids, who cares? Mr. Poo-Poo goes to Fartland. There's your children's book. You want another one? The boy who strangled his nana because she wouldn't give him a biscuit. There you go, there's your children's book. Good luck with that in book week. Well, I got the idea when I took a book back to Waterstones because it didn't work, and I want to get my money back. And they said, "What exactly is the matter with it?" I said, "Well, it's called Where's Wally?" Right? And I said, well, "I've had it for 2 weeks, and he's not in there." All right. So we do this the nice way. I get my money back and I'll be on my way. They said, well, we can't give you your money back because you scribbled on some of the pages with a biro. I said, well, it's a very frustrating book. Someone should write a book called Who Cares Where Wally Is? Really, just an attention-seeking narcissist with shocking close sense. You know what, Wally? Get lost and stay lost. Do us all a favour. What kind of role model is that for kids? Someone who keeps getting lost in crowds. Come on. You might as well write a book called Wally Gets Into Cars with Strangers. Now, I've had a very varied career, up and down. I got to tell you, I have. You know, way back in the days, in the early 80s, I didn't know what to do with myself. I was lost. I'd ran a not-for-profit organisation, and thank you. I ran a not-for-profit organisation, and actually, it's not as impressive as it sounds, because basically it wasn't meant to be a not-for-profit organisation. And a lot of people lost, well, everything. So I won't be doing that again. Well, I can't for 20 years legally. I can't. Anyway, so I was a bit. Yeah, I didn't know what to do with myself. I went to careers advice at one point, and they were helpful. You know, they take a load of ask you a load of questions. They kind of profile you, and then they say, and then they give me this pamphlet entitled, "Do you reckon you've got what it takes to be a postman?" Right? And I thought, I like the idea of that. Sounds all right, doesn't it? I'll give that a go. And by the way, I'm not being sexist when I say post-mun. That is what it said. Remember, this was the early 80s, you know, when before it was generally agreed that women could do things as well. Remember? So do you reckon you got what it takes to be a postman? I thought, I'd give that a go. Looks all right. You think you could wear shorts all year round? You like dropping rubber bands all over the place? Think you could turn up at Weatherspoons every morning about 11 o'clock and drink your way through those birthday fivers you rifled out the sack on your round? Well, then, a career in the post office could be for you. So I was excited about this prospect, and then, but then I had this idea. What would really be cool is if I'd like to write the pamphlets. Wouldn't that be a grand thing? I thought. So I became a pamphlet writer. That was my first creative job, if you like, and I was a pamphlet writer, and I loved it. I liked the job, and as a matter of fact, one of my first pamphlets was entitled, "Do you reckon you got what it takes to be a pamphlet writer?" And I made it sound difficult because I didn't want everyone else getting in on it. Oh, yeah, you think you can do it? Well, think again, sunshine. These little babies don't write themselves. Oh, no. Some of them 10, 12 pages long. We're talking staples the lot. A lot of people think it's easy to write a pamphlet. Oh, yeah, they do. But really the mistake they're making is confusing it with leaflets. Yeah. Yeah, no, it's a schoolboy error. Everyone does it. Let's face it, anyone can dash off a leaflet. A tenner penny, aren't they? Come through your letterbox all day long, land on your doormat. Anyone can write a leaflet. We could be local gardener, handyman, electrician, plumber, reliable babysitter, best curry delivered to your doorstep, pizza delivery, tarmac your drive, car cleaning service, mow your lawn. Obviously, I could go on with the leaflets, but I'm aware that you've paid some money to be here tonight, and I wouldn't want you going away with the impression that at one point I completely lost where I was and just basically started reading junk mail to you. And well, I could have stayed at home and done that for myself. I got one leaflet the other day. You know, it said, pest control, we come to you. I thought, well, that's a good start. Unless you want me to turn up at your office with a box load of rats. Hey, how can I help you? You can control them! No, the old pamphlet, leaflet debate, that just rages on. Aren't you sick of it? You're at a dinner party and people bring it up again. Basically, this is how I sum it up on the pamphlet, leaflet front. And because I can sense you want closure. I would say basically you're pleased to be given a pamphlet, not so pleased to be given a leaflet. That's my rule, basically. I mean, there are exceptions, obviously. Obviously, I don't think anyone is that pleased to get given a pamphlet at the doctor's, are they? That's never going to be great news, is it? You know, no doctor ever said, you know what, you're in great shape. Here's a pamphlet telling you how well you're doing. Well done, you. They just got this box load of bad news pamphlets under the desk. They reach in, they can't even look you in the eye when they hand it over. Here. Read this. People like you make me sick. I always think it's sad when you go to a funeral and yeah, I think that is beyond debate. That is beyond debate. No, what I was going to say, I think it's sad when you go to a funeral and the order of service is a leaflet and not a pamphlet. Me being picky, I know, but I just feel, I just always think, is that it? It's a bit flimsy, isn't it? A bit sad. Is that all you've got to say about them? Is that it? Is that it? I mean, look, I shouldn't have said it to the widow. That was wrong.